Hello everyone, it's Prajwal Pathak this side and you're watching my YouTube channel pyGuru. Friends, from this tutorial we are going to start a new gaming series, and in this series we will be building Tetris using Python and pygame. Okay, so before building the game, let me just run this once and show you what we'll be building by the end of this tutorial series. So this is the game that we'll be creating. So you can, it has all the basic functionalities of Tetris like this. And I hope, let me just run this one so I can show you. Then we'll start to the coding part of this game. Okay, so yes, so far it looks good, and yep, yes, so this is how we will score, and this is let me just show you the how the game will end. If we just keep falling down like this and reach the top, the game will end. Okay, so this is the complete game that we'll be building by the end of this tutorial series. Okay, so let me just close this game and we'll be doing it from scratch. So let me remove all the code that I have written here. So let me just remove all of this. Now I have an empty file, and let me just show you the folder directory or structure. Here I have two folders: assets, which has 4 images, and then there's this fonts folder which has one font, and then there's this main.py file. Okay, so you can just download all the source code from the link given in the video description along with the assets and fonts. Okay, now let's move to the coding part of this game. For this you will need two modules. First of all, you need to install pygame library, so you can just install it by pip install pygame, and then you have to import it. You can import it like this, import pygame. And the second module that we need is the random or randomly getting the Tetris figures. Okay, so these are the two things that we need. Now see, the previous game that we worked on this channel are based on pixels, or you can say those are pixels games. Okay, now Tetris is not a pixel game, it's a board game. Okay, here we will not be manipulating the pixel of our images. Okay, like in the previous games we were adding something to the pixel, subtracting to the pixel to make the player move. This is not the case in this Tetris game. Here it's all a 2D array game. Okay, or a board game. So once you import pygame, you have to initialize pygame. You can do it like this, pygame.init. Okay, then you need to define the width and height of your game window. So my width and height will be 300 500 pixels. Okay, now what this width and height means, this is the game width and this is the game height. Okay, so I have stored it in two variables, width and height, and then these two are again stored in a new variable called screen, which will be a tuple. You can just try printing it. Okay, then we have to create a window. So you can create a window in pygame like this, pygame.display.setMode, and here you have to pass the screen. Okay, that's it. Now the next thing is that if I just run this game, you will see window will just appear and then disappear automatically. So this is the window, it appeared, and that will disappear automatically. So if you want to keep the window running and you don't want to disappear it automatically, you can create a variable like this, running equals true. Okay, and then we are going to use the infinite while loop. While running, this window should keep appearing. Okay, but the problem is, if you use infinite while loop, this window will just keep running and we have no way of closing it. So there's one thing that you can do, like if you click on the cross button of this game window, the game window should close. So to implement this, we have a event list in pygame. That event is basically anything that you do on the game window. Like if you click somewhere, if you press any key, if you move your mouse over the game window, all these things are known as events. So we can check for a particular event, that is if we are clicking on the cross button of the game window. We can do it like this, for event in pygame.event.get. Now this pygame.event.get is a list. Okay, so one more thing that I want to tell you before starting this game, you should have a basic knowledge of Python. Okay, the basic knowledge include, you should know about if else conditions, for loop, and list. That's all. And 2D list, you can also say that. Okay, so this is all that we need for this beginner tutorial series. Okay, so for event in pygame.event.get, if event.type equals pygame.quit, then what you have to do, you have to just make the running equals false. Now what we are doing is, we are iterating on this list pygame.event.get, and if we are checking if the type of event is equal to pygame.quit. This means if we are clicking on the cross button of the game window, then we have to just make the value of running variable equals false. Okay, since when it becomes false, this condition will become false and while loop will stop. So once the while loop stops, you have to close the pygame. Okay, so pygame.quit, you can just write like this. Here we initialized it in this fourth line, and in the end we have to just quit it. So if I just run this now, you will see a window will keep appearing and this will not disappear this time automatically. Okay, so you have to manually click here. That's it. So yes, this is how we create the game window. Now let's try adding few colors to it. Okay, so you can add colors like this. Pygame supports color on RGB triplets. Basically, this is a tuple which will consist of three colors: red, green, and blue. Okay, you don't need to remember, then you can just copy paste it from internet. So here we have defined four colors: black, blue, red, and white. Suppose initially our game window is black in color. If you want to fill it with some other color, you can just fill it like this. Okay, all that you have to do is win.fill, and then you have to pass the color that we want to fill your window with. So win.fill, let's say if I want to fill it with red color, I will just pass red here. Okay, and so it will become red, but we are not getting any output because of one thing. Whenever you do something on pygame, you have to write a line in the last: pygame.display.update. If you forget to write this line, whatever you do, nothing will appear on your screen. Okay, though these things will happen, but it will not appear on the game screen. Okay, so yes, so now our game screen is filled with this particular color, but I want to be filled it with black color, so I will just pass black here. Now see, the next thing that we want to implement in our game is, first of all, I want to this is our entire game window, and I don't want to use the entire window as my game board. Okay, I want to use only this part. Okay, this part as my game board, and the bottom part will be used to display the upcoming Tetris figures, score, and level. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to draw this rectangle here. So in pygame you can just draw the rectangle here like this. Okay, so what we are doing is we will just write this line in the end of this while loop. Okay, so pygame.display.update, and now what we are going to do is we are just going to draw a rect. Pygame.draw.rect. This is how you can draw a rectangle, and here you have to pass the window where you want to draw it. Our window name is win, see here. Okay, and the next thing is we need to pass the color, so you can pass, let's say, blue color like this, and then you have to pass the initial position, x, y, width, and height. So height will be HEIGST minus 120, and then width will be width and height will be height. Now what we are doing is, see, it will be 120, sorry. Okay, so I want my wait a second. Okay, so what I want is I want to draw the x will be 0 here, and height will be height minus 120. The initial value of height is 500, so 500 minus 120 will be something here. So this will be x and y, and the game rectangle width will be the same as the window width, and the height will be 120 pixels. If I just run this, you will see we will be creating a this thing. Let me just run this. Okay, so it's taking a little time. Okay, now we have two multiple windows here. Okay, so see, this is our rectangle. Okay, so it looks good. Let me just close this one too. And now what I want to draw is I want to draw a border of this game window. So I can do it like this. All that we have to do is we have to again draw a rectangle, paste it here, pygame.draw.rect. Then we have to need to decide the color. It will be same x and y. So my x and y will be 0, 0. So it will start from the initial, and then the height, so it will be the same as this thing. So basically a border will appear. Okay, sorry, it was filled fully. Okay, I don't know. If you want to give your border a width, you can pass a width like this, like I want 2 pixels, so I can just pass 2 here. If you don't pass it, the entire window will be filled with this color. Okay, so there's this border here. Okay, it's there, though may not be visible to you. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to draw grids. Okay, so first of all, there are a few things that I need to define. First of all, I want to define a cell size. Now, what is a cell size? If you see, this is a single image. Now this is also a cell. Okay, this is another cell, this is another cell, this is another cell. Okay, basically we have a table of rows and columns, and each table has few cells. Okay, yeah, our table has few cells. We need to define the cell size, which will be 20 pixels. So 20 pixels width and 20 pixels height. Then we need to find out how many rows we'll be having in our game window. So you can find it like this: height minus 120 divided by cell size. Okay, now see, we are not using the entire game height as our board game. Okay, we are only using height minus 120, which is 500 minus 120, which will be equal to 380. Okay, so we are only using 380 pixels of the entire height as our game board. Okay, now we need to find out the number of columns in our game window. You can just find it like this: calls equals width by height, cell size. So width by cell size. We can just try printing rows and calls to find out how many rows and columns we will be having in our game. So there are a total of 19 rows and 15 columns. Okay, now we need to draw a table, or you can say a grid, but in Python there's no direct way to draw a grid. Instead we can just draw lines. See, we have 19 rows, so we can just draw 90 lines and 15 lines in the horizontal direction, 90 lines in the vertical direction. So it's very easy to draw lines. You can use a for this. For let's say I in range, see there are we have total of 19 rows, so you can just try drawing for you can just try a for loop for I in range rows plus 1. Why rows plus 1? Because if you don't draw it, there will be a line left in the bottom. Okay, so you can just try removing this plus 1, and then if you find it out, you can just move it back. Okay? So it's very easy to draw a line. Pygame dot draw dot line, and then here you need to pass the window, and then you need to pass the color. Okay, so line color will be white in color. Then we need to pass the initial starting point of the line and the final point of the line. Initially we are drawing horizontal line. Okay, so vertical line. So vertical line, we are drawing rows. Okay, my fault. So we are drawing horizontal line. So horizontal line will be start from this point and will go to this point. So we need to find the initial coordinates of here, and then last ending coordinate of here. Then next initial coordinate, then next final coordinate, like this. Okay, so there will be a total of 20 lines drawn. So it's very easy. The initial x and y will be 0 multiplied by 0 comma cell size multiplied by I, and the final coordinate will be cell width comma cell size multiplied by I. Now I have already created this game, so I know about it. Okay, and if I just run this game, you will see lines will be drawn. Yes, so it looks good. The lines are drawn like this, and then we need to draw the horizontal lines too. Let me just copy this and paste it here. And here we don't need to add plus 1 here, or if you want, you can just do it too. Also, okay, we need to just change the x and y. So x and y will be something like this: cell size multiplied by j, cell size multiplied by j comma height. Here it will be for j in range, and then the line width will be 2 or 1, let's say. If I just run this, so we are having a grid here, as you can see. Okay, it looks good. Now the final thing that I want to do by the end of this tutorial is I want to remove this thing from the top. Okay, it's very easy to remove it. You have to just pass here pygame dot no frame, and it will remove that title bar from the game window. But the problem is now we will not be having the cross button, so we will not be able to close the game. Okay, so we have to think of an alternative, and that alternative in my case will be, I will check if you are pressing a key. So if event dot type equals pygame dot key down, okay, it will check for if you are pressing a particular key. So first of all, we are checking if we are pressing the Q or escape key, any of this. Okay, so if event dot key equals pygame dot kq or event dot key equals pygame dot k escape. Okay, so if we are pressing any of these two keys, either Q or escape, we will just make our running variable back to false. So it will do the same job. So if I just run this time we will not be having a title bar in our game window. So the title bar is now removed, and you can see there's a border here. Okay, it looks good. The final thing we need to set is the FPS for our game window. FPS means frames per second. It will define how many frames will be shown in our game per second. Basically, it's just a value. You can, first of all, to create the FPS in your system, you can just use this method pygame.time.clock. Then you need to define the FPS. So I will be having 24 FPS per second in my game. And in the end, all you need to do is, just before this update, you have to type clock.tick and you have to pass the FPS. That's it. And this will not do major thing in your game, but it will just limit the frames rate for your game. Okay, so this is it for this video, guys. If you love this video, leave a like or a dislike. In the next video, we'll be adding a Tetris figures to it. Figures are these things, okay, that will be falling, that will be shown at the bottom. Okay, so in the next tutorial, we'll be adding these things. So if you're new to my channel, subscribe it. Thank you. See you in next tutorial.